Okay, good morning. Let's see if it's another successful day without a ticket. No ticket. Look how foggy it is out there. Wow. All right, we're not gonna go far then. We're just gonna kind of move. I like to leave before people start leaving for work and school and, just before the activity starts. So I'm actually getting a late start. It is 6:30. Anyway, somebody's parked super close to me in the back. Thank goodness. No one's parked in front of me. Okay, let's go. I'm about to do Roxy's laundry, or her blankets. And I came to this washer. This used to happen with my kids, and I was just like, okay, it's payday. I counted how much I found in that wash, and it was $2.26. Not bad, huh? Oh, pretty much, let's see. Cost me 15 quarters to do her laundry. So basically this pays for like half of it. Nice. I'm in Carpinteria and there's a Mexican bakery right here. You don't know how bad I want to go in there because my teeth, I'm having a hard time chewing. So a nice soft bakery pastry would be so good. But no, I'm not going to do it. Wow, this is how God works. This is amazing. Okay, so I was washing my clothes, well, Roxy's blankets, and it didn't rinse all the way. So I was just like, oh my goodness, I gotta stick around another extra half hour. I gotta do it again. So that money I found, well, it's going towards, redoing that load of laundry. But let me explain what happened. This car shows up. Okay, there's a story behind this car. And it goes to show you're at the right place at the right time. Even though things get delayed, it's for a purpose. So here's a story about this car. What, baby? Come on. She's whining. I gotta take her out to go for a walk. I'll try to tell the story real quick. Here, let's turn the camera around. I didn't realize it was 3 years ago. He just reminded me it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago today, well, not today, but why did I say that? So 3 years ago, right here, I remember that too. I was just like, why am I here? What am I doing here? But it goes to show I was there for a purpose. I was here for a purpose. This little guy gets out of his car. He's walking across the street. And just something, I was just like, I was watching him. And he ends up just biting the dust and hitting his face on the curb, breaking his glasses. So I jump out and I just washed him up, cleaned him up, stayed with him until he was, good to go. Got him the proper help, put some ice on him, everything like that. Anyways, we had talked a little bit at that time, and I found out his name is Pollo. So I'm like, chicken Pollo? And he's like, yeah. There he is. Look at him, he's so cute. The little man. He left his lights on. I was gonna go tell him, but he realized it. That's funny, you guys got to see Pollo. I hope he's okay with this. He's gonna be famous. Anyways, sweetest old man. Seriously, like sweet. I forget how old he is. It blew me away. I think he's in his 80s. Matt, did you see him? He's in his 80s. Anyways, we made sure everything's fine. I stayed with him for a while and everything. And then I've always wondered, like, what happened to him. And every time I would drive through this town and stay, these guys always meet in front of this bakery. It's like, I don't know, about 5 or 6 guys. And he's part of that group. And I had stopped one time and asked him, like, is Pollo okay? And they said, yeah, he's fine. He's recouping everything. I guess he fractured 3 ribs. He just told me right now. And anyway, he was so cute. He's just like, I remember you. You're my little angel when I fell like 3 years ago. And so anyways, yeah, I gave him a hug and I was like, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're alive, because last time I drove through here, the guys were there and I couldn't really like tell if he was there, and I yelled out, Boyo, and he said his hearing wasn't very good, so he didn't realize like that was for him. But I'm like, everybody was just so serious. I was just like, did Boyo die? So I just realized Boyo's still alive. And like, that's his nickname. Since childhood. So I was just like, Boyo, that means chicken. Like, you're not a fraidy cat, are you? Like, you're not afraid of everything. I don't know why they call him that. I think it's like, it goes with his name. I forget. Anyways, yeah, it was so good to see him and see that he's doing well. And so yeah, that's the story. And so I was just like, even though I had gotten delayed with my laundry, it's for a reason. It was just like, okay, God's letting me know, like, he's still doing well. He's still alive. He's, like, he bounced back. He fell and bounced back, and he's doing well. So that's always good. So even though you get delayed, or, things happen where you're just like, I didn't expect to be here in another, like, half hour or whatever. But look how I found that money. So that took care of the extra, like, redoing the wash again. Okay, bye guys. She's tired. She's exhausted. She's beyond tired. She's exhausted. She was laying down to take a nap when I finished up the laundry. And I'm like, no, wake up. And I took her to get her bath. Yeah, I'm not happy with that laundromat. I had to basically do 3 extra washes to get her blankets completely washed and rinsed out. And the owner reimbursed me for 1 wash. And he just said it was basically my fault because I put too many blankets in there. Blankets soak up a lot of water, and there's no way that the washing machine can spin it and get them out, which didn't make sense to me, because when it didn't work the first time, I separated them and I only put 1. I put this one in there by itself and it still didn't spin it. So then I put it in another washer and it spinned it. So I was there for a long time. And just, good thing I found that money, but then I lost money. So, anyways, it is what it is. I will not be going back there again, because you know what? It's the principle of the matter. It really is. I mean, my money's too valuable. I'm not going to be wasting it like that. I give money away when God puts it on my heart to give away. So I'm not like a tight or greedy or stingy or, like, I'm not that. It's not about that. It's the principle of the matter. I do value the dollar, but I don't hoard it. I don't keep it. Like, if God says, if God says give, $1,000 to someone, I'm going to obey him. If he says, don't give them money, but buy them groceries or have, or go fix their car, I'm going to obey him. Whatever he says, I'm going to obey, because, I always get it back from him. So I'm not worried about it. In one way or another, I get it back. Either he'll use someone or he'll just bless me in ways that I don't expect. So it's the law, and I can't say this word. I know better. The law of reciprocity. Give, and it shall be given to you. Pressed down, good measure, shaken together, running over. Uh-oh. We caught one. Uh-oh. Oh, they're fast. They don't jump, they crawl. Where are you? Oh, I washed her whole body. They went to her head. Okay, I gotta get this. I gotta get it. Oh, no. Roxy, why do you move? You can't be moving like that. Did you guys see that one? Oh, no, I thought I got them all. I wanted to address something. Somebody made a comment that I really appreciate. They said, please move that cardboard box from the fire. It's making me nervous. So let me explain something real quick, just so nobody gets nervous or worried. I know it was totally out of love and concern. the front burner, which is what I use to boil my water. I rarely cook, but when I do, I always use the front burner. I've never used the back burners. So like I have it on right now. That's the highest I will have it. That's actually pretty high. That's the highest I'll ever have it. And both of all this, I don't feel anything. Like I can't feel anything from here on. Now this one, just a tad. But right here, there's no heat. The way that I lay the pan, it's like there's no heat over here. So this is definitely not getting warm. And it's not cardboard. It's like a fabric. You can see it's like leather and then a fabric. I mean, that doesn't matter. There's still, you know, it could still catch on fire, of course, if it was close enough. But yeah, so don't worry. There's no heat here. Even when I cook, these don't get hot. The only ones that get hot are these, like, that's warm, and that one's warm. That one's not. That one's warm. So these 4 get warm. These do not. So see, like I can stick my hand there. It's not warm at all. So don't worry, this is not catching on fire. You don't have to worry. Like I said, I never use the back burners. So I basically just sit here and I boil my water to make my coffee, and that's it. Now, I'll be honest, I did walk away one time. I think Roxy wanted to go out or something. Something distracted me. I walked out just thinking like, oh, I'm just going to be out for a second. I will never, ever, ever do that again because I completely forgot that the water was boiling, and I came back and all the water had boiled. And thank God nothing happened. But I don't walk away from my stove. If Roxy's got to go to the bathroom, I turn it off and I just finish it later. So I don't even trust myself to remember because I will forget. Okay? But thank you for that comment. Thank you for your concern. When people say things like that, I know it's coming from a place of love and concern, just like I would say that to my boys. Like, please don't, you know, and like, it's not fear. There's a difference between the comments that are fear-driven and the ones that are more out of concern. So I appreciate that, okay? So all is good. Roxy actually had, what'd you do today, Roxy? I took her to that pet store, Limo's, and washed her really good. But I have found a couple more. I don't know what I'm going to do. But it wasn't like before. Before it was just like, oh my goodness, she was infested. Mainly with the eggs. I washed all her blankets. I know there's a couple more hiding, and it's weird. They don't jump. See them? Look at, they run. So what are those? How foggy it is. And it's the daytime. Jonathan. He's been stacking rocks. Look at him. Look what he created. Just realized they cut all these trees. It looks so weird. I guess they were a risk. That looks like an octopus. That's interesting. These are interesting. What are you doing over there? Did you poop? Oh yeah. I love Panda Express, and I haven't had it in a long time. So I got some because I figured the rice and the noodles would be good for me because I can't really chew anything. So that's what I got. And this is where we sleep at night. It's a nice little park too. Of course I got sweet and sour sauce for one of my concoctions down the road. And let's open up our fortune cookie. Not that I believe in fortune telling, unless it says I'm going to be a millionaire. Then we can make an exception, you know, of course. Let's see what it says. All right, guys. It says, friends admire your strength. Aww. This is a really cute idea. This couple walked by and they had these ankle lights. And I'm like, and their kids had them too. I'm like, what a great idea. That way you know, you can count the lights and know that your kids are together as they go walking. I'll show you. See the lights? He's like, yeah, people get them for their dogs too. You can get 6 for $12 on Amazon. Well, Roxy's not usually out at night, so we don't need to worry about that. See, there's the parents. And she said it helps them keep track of their pace too. He said that they've talked about their neighbors getting them, and I'm like, everybody has to have their own color though. That way you're not getting all your kids mixed up. Okay, let's go to bed. Good night, guys.